Question number 69. Should teachers be evaluated by the students? Now, argument 1 says yes, students are the best judge of a teacher's effectiveness. Argument 2 says no, the evaluation may be prejudiced. Now, when we come to a question statement and argument questions, they can belong to two kinds of areas. One area which I call as the black and white area, areas like legal questions, areas like questions which deal with the basic necessities of life, healthcare situation. In those kind of questions, taking a stance becomes comparatively easier. Now here we are asked questions about students evaluating teachers. This one, the statement as such belongs to the educational sector, but there is no such rule which we can apply. There is no legal remedy for the situation. The government hasn't made it compulsory for students to evaluate teachers. Hence, in answering such questions, we have to assume that the argument is true. Let's assume that the argument is true and then find out whether it still makes a strong case or it doesn't. Argument 1 says yes, students are the best judge of a teacher's effectiveness. Now the word to look at in this question is the word best. Now let's imagine a situation where the students include very young children who do not even know how to judge the effectiveness of a teacher. There can be other judges too. For example, parents can judge the effectiveness of a teacher. The educational system, the examination system can decide whether a teacher has been effective or not. Then getting only marks is the tool to judge somebody's effectiveness. Should we only consider the marks that the students have scored in the exams, or should we look at the overall development of the students? Now all these things make it a very bleak area or a gray area to judge or to come to a conclusion. So this argument cannot be called a strong argument because it has too many interpretations possible and these terms haven't been defined properly. Argument 2, no, their evaluation may be prejudiced. Now let's assume that this is true, that the students may be prejudiced in favor of or against a teacher. What about the total student pool? Will their prejudice be the same? Will all students have the same kind of prejudice? If not, this may or may not reflect the true potential of a teacher. What is the meaning of the word prejudice? Now what is prejudice for me may be fact for somebody else, and vice versa. Hence, this argument is also too vague, and in such questions, vague arguments are not considered to be strong arguments. Hence, the answer is D.